Welcome to Activation to Breathe. I invite you to sit and get still. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And I will call you back when the session is done. slowly back into your body. There's another little drink plenty of water. Spend time in nature. Take a shower. And ground yourself. I know when excuse me, when I first experienced what I had just shown you, I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't put it into words. I didn't understand it. But I kept going and continuing every single day, no matter what. I didn't judge it. I didn't criticize it. I wasn't sarcastic. I wasn't negative about it at all. It's not meant to be understood with the logical mind. The heart knows what you're doing. And I didn't understand it for a long time. Because when you close yourself off to something that's meant for you to receive, that serves your highest and best, it may take you a while to understand it. But do not allow the mind to talk you out of it. If the mind tells you anything negative whatsoever, disregard it. For me, I didn't even have time for that. I didn't have time to waste in my thoughts. I just kept going. Just know that if you're here, you're receiving what you're meant to receive. If you're able to put it into words, of what you did feel. Then I highly suggest you put it in the comments below so that others can see it. And it can serve their highest good also. I know I haven't filled out at the bottom of my videos because my computer is not working and hasn't been working for some time. And had other computers, but they're gone. I'm not going to go into the details about it, but this is why I've left them blank, because I can't do everything from my phone. And the phones that I did have, well, do have, I haven't been able to do the transfer yet because it's just if you want, I can email you that information. I don't want to get into it here. When you receive these sessions, it's important to comment, because just by being here, you're in service to all. And by you keeping quiet, it doesn't serve anyone. By being silent, it doesn't serve anyone. And I remember I didn't want to comment at all when I first began. Excuse me, my throat isn't back to normal yet. I didn't want to comment at all, and my guide kept asking me to, and I didn't want to. I didn't even know where to begin with it. I didn't even know what to say. But I did anyway. And don't worry if how it comes out. It's just where you're at the moment. Because you never, things change moment to moment when you're focusing on raising your vibration. And you're staying focused on your alignment. Let no and distractions get in the way of you staying on top of this. And it's good to take a shower daily, because when I began, I didn't want to do that either. But everybody's journey is different. That's you never know what's how you're going to be feeling. But if you know you're supposed to do something, like take a shower, and you don't, all the more reason to take a shower. Because if you're feeling the pull to do something that doesn't serve your highest and best. You want to do everything to avoid the temptation of that and just stay focused on your alignment and your vibration that's preventing you from going higher. And I haven't been on top of these sessions every day because I've been sick for a while and you could still hear my voice. And I don't like putting out sessions when I'm coughing or my voice sounds like this. It's best to come with an open mind. And to come like a newborn baby with no beliefs, nothing, just brand new. Because then that way it's easier for you to receive what the mind can never understand. But the heart will always know. And I don't pay attention to sarcasm. I don't give that the time of day. I just don't want it in my life. And anything that's negative. Don't need it, don't want it, don't care. And I refuse to allow it in my life. But to each his own. I recently had an issue with my money. Just yesterday. I don't know. They said it started on the 11th, but I didn't even know about it. So I had to get a brand new everything because of it. And I don't have it yet because they couldn't do it on the spot. As they were waiting for new machines. So when you're focused on raising your vibration and staying focused on your alignment, there are a lot of things you can run into that'll try to prevent you from doing so. for me, at the time when I was talking with someone, they said to me, push through those barriers and keep going. If you've never done anything spiritual before, meditate and ask your heart if it's time for you now to do so. Because if all you have is money, name, and fame, and you're spiritually dead, does that matter? I made spirituality a priority. Above all else. No matter what. And stayed true to that ever since I made that decision. I could really go into detail and tell you other things, but I don't want a problem because I said too much. And also there's been other things that I had to deal with, like others that have no business putting their hands on your things behind your back and giving you some lame excuse as to why. Like, say they gave you something that they were no longer using or were going to get rid of, and you said no to it. Then one day you found use for it, so instead of throwing it out, you used it, and then you returned one day only to hear them say, oh, I had to get rid of that. What do you mean? You made this decision to give it to somebody else. You were getting rid of it anyway. So why did you put your hands on it and take it from somebody after you already gave it away, something that you were throwing out? How does it make any sense? And I don't make time for people who easily fly off the handle. That's a red flag. That's a con artist. Nor do I make excuses anymore for when I see people do things that are abnormal. And then stick around to find out why they did that. I don't need to do that. Or if you have a bicycle and you like to get exercise, then you find out you've got one flat after another because some creep has nothing else better to do but to go around and do that to people. Which now they have to spend money that they weren't planning on spending to fix something that they shouldn't have to fix. A lot of things around here just aren't okay. Like with the way people treat each other. Some people are great. Nor should we. I don't feel that anyone is superior to anyone else, especially because the words they use or how they form their sentences or blah, blah, blah. I'm fed up with a lot of things on this planet. I saw some AT&T worker parking his dump in the grass in nature. So I went over to him and I said, "Why are you disrespecting nature? You've got a driveway over there and a street over there. What are you doing parked over here on the grass? This is a food source for a wild animal. And you're polluting it by sitting in your vehicle turned on. Would you want somebody to go to your home and do that?" I could really go off right now, especially about the coral and the docks. Just for starters. And how people have treated this planet. Are they respecting it? What are they doing to protect it? What are they doing to protect nature? What are they doing to protect the wildlife's food source? What are they doing to protect the trees? I think it's not the smartest decision to, okay, well, let's just grow some trees and then use it as a profit to sell for something else. Is that the best you can do? Didn't William Randolph Randolph Hearst back in the 1900s do that? He had property, and what did he decide to do? He decided to sell it for his newspapers and his magazines and everything else. Now, is that the smartest decision? Number one, he raped the land. Number two, he stole food sources and homes from those beings that are living in nature. And people, praised him because he had built himself a mansion so that he could have celebrities come over every week to play some dumb game. Nature is more valuable than to play some dumb game with somebody who raped the land so he can have that house. Or that mansion, whatever the heck he built. Every tree is priceless. Every garden, every meadow, every forest, every jungle, every rainforest, every garden is priceless. All those animals are irreplaceable. The trees, everything that grows in nature is irreplaceable. The indigenous tribes have told us this over and over again. To respect Mother Earth. How many people are doing that or even caring for it? Are they picking up the garbage along the way when they see it, whether it's in the water or on the land? Because I do that. Because I don't want an animal getting stuck in it. For me, it's more important to see all the sea life and all the animal life and all the plant life, tree life happy. And enjoying themselves. And you're only here for a certain amount of time, so when you leave this earth, what condition did you leave it in for those who are yet to come? What have you done your entire life for nature? You know, now we have organizations to protect the coral, but why is that? Look at how many fishing boats are out there. Look at how many docks are out there. Do you know what it takes to build a dock? Do you know where they build the dock? And yet how many of those people that buy boats that have a dock contribute to the restoration of the coral, contribute to getting to have the waters cleaned out so that you can see to the bottom of the ocean? How many of them pay into that? No, but they keep taking every single day. And what do they give back? I speak out about nature because we need nature more than you know. Nature is counting on us to protect it, to love it, to respect it, and allow it to be. I for one, am sick of the manicured lawn. I'd rather see a meadow. A meadow is alive with life. All the pollinators are out. It gives them what they need. And I feel that when you manicure the grounds you're on, it's only for to get people to come in to make money. Well, I'm speaking out for nature and for all the wildlife. Now, even though you may not like how I put it, but I know you can feel it. And take that into your heart of hearts and see what your heart says to you. What kind of world are you leaving behind when you leave this earth? What have you done for others than yourself and your immediate family? I went into the market today, and what they're doing now is they're asking people to donate, to give to the homeless shelter. It was a homeless shelter? Or no, food bank, excuse me. And I said to them, why are you doing that? How do you know that money's going to the food bank? And with the food that the food bank gets, is that the best food that these people are eating? Or is it just garbage that nobody else wants and wouldn't touch anyway? And then I said, why don't you just ask people to get them a gift certificate so that people can go get the food that they want? And then somebody else said to me, well, no, they won't do that. They'll go get whatever, meaning, I guess, alcohol or whatever, if that's the reason why they're in that situation. But not everybody that's in that situation is an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever. It could be because they trusted the wrong people and now they're out and don't have anything. And you'd be surprised at the extent that others will go to keep their dirty little secret, to try to bribe everybody else so that you have nothing. You want to be careful with who you surround yourself with and if they're trustworthy, if they're honest, if they're truthful, if they're loyal, if they have integrity. And if they follow their heart, or because if they're not following the heart and they're listening to their head, how far do you think you're going to get? I mean, if your mind is controlling you, then you're going nowhere fast. And if you're one of those people that did have everything taken from you, now you got to start with nothing. I understand your anger and your frustration. When you see others with their permission slips using them, and you had that and now you don't anymore. ask your heart. Talk to it, see what it tells you. I've been trying to stay on top of my videos every day, but it was just too much when I wasn't able to talk without coughing, because I hate coughing more than anything. And which do you prefer, to travel the path known or unknown? What's more important to you? For me, I couldn't keep doing the same old thing in the same old area, the same old way. It just didn't speak to me on any level. It just made me want to run for the hills. Didn't want to do it that way. I don't know how people can grow up in the same area and live in the same area and never move out. I never got that. Because what are you learning? There's so much that I could share with you, but again, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. So I'm just going to end it here, because my voice keeps fading out. Please like, share, and subscribe. The more the more this gets out to others, the better. We want everyone to focus on their alignment and their vibration. It's more important than you know. If you'd like me to do an energy reading, send me a picture. And if you have any comments or anything you'd like to share, you could put it in the description box below, or send me an email at reinadhabsburg@gmail.com. And my guide shared with me this prayer. We love and bless all humanity. We love and bless all creations. And try not to let your emotions get the best of you. Plenty of people have hurt themselves because of it. And if you feel that, sit with it and breathe through it. Because when you overreact, you're only hurting yourself. And if you want to go deeper, I highly recommend The True You by Erica Rock with the sessions, and get the book with the information from Howard Wills, The Forgiveness Prayers. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you next time.